So, hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. And in today's class, we are going to discuss about IP address. Before start this IP address session, in the last class, we have discussed about hmm, network devices, right? So, in the network devices, we have seen what are the different devices we have seen to use. But from that class, we are going to take only router. So here we use router. Okay. So before starting this IP address, I wanted to know that is IP address temporary or permanent? So in previous class, we have learned about MAC address. So MAC address is unique address, right? So MAC address is unique. So when one thing is unique in our addresses, IP address is a temporary address. So I got a clarity. So you can, if anyone asks you what is the permanent address or what is the temporary address, you can directly say like MAC is a unique address, which is a permanent address, and IP is a temporary address. So this permanent address will be going to given by the vendor itself. For those who purchase from HP, the HP vendor will give, and those who purchase from Dell, the Dell vendor will be given the MAC addresses. But IP addresses not like that. So now we are going to see the flow of IP address. How we get internet from the service provider. From there, which IP address we will get. From there, how we'll connect to the router on which protocol, okay, and how we transfer the data, what is the public IP addresses and what are the private IP addresses, we will discuss now. So IP stands for Internet Protocol, okay. In the first class itself, I have explained everything like how internet was made. So if anyone does not know about that thing, go and refer that video and just study about that, how internet was made. In now, IP addresses are two types. One is public. Before starting the IP flow, you need to know about what is public IP address and what is private IP address. Okay. So just a moment, I will keep of this. Okay. Okay. Now IP range. So it will start from as a general IP address 0.0.0.0 to 255.255.255.255. So this is the range which we will say it is a general range. So in this general range only, both private and public will appear. So now what are the public IP addresses? What are the private addresses? Before going to the public addresses, we will discuss about private addresses. So private address starts from the range 10.0.0.0 to 10.255 dot 255.255. So it occupies the whole 10 series. It is an internal IP address. When it comes to another internal series, the 172.16.0.0 to 172.31.255.255. And another series would be 192, which is commonly we have seen in our devices. The most IP address we can see here is 190.168.0.02, 192.168.255.255. So whenever an IP address flows or falls under these three categories or these three ranges, you can consider these are internal IPs or private IPs. Other than all remaining all IP address fall under public. So remaining all IPs fall under public only. Okay, I hope you all got the thing. So now the IP address flow we will going to learn. So what it would be. So here we will consider an ISP, Internet Service Provider. Let us take an example. This is either Act FiberNet or Geo Fiber or Airtel. So any of that, it can be anything. From this ISP, we will, for example, it could be either any of the home or office. We will receive the internet through our router. Okay. This router will assign a public IP address from the service provider, internet service provider, public IP. Okay. So, for example, you are having 10 mobiles and 20 laptops as per the organization. For example, you wanted to connect when you will use Wi-Fi or LAN cable, it will take a protocol called DHCP, Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. So about this protocol, I will discuss in deep when we discuss on ports and protocols class. So when you try to connect, when you scan your mobile or laptop for the Wi-Fi, at that moment, if this router has unique name or we have kept that home Wi-Fi name or office Wi-Fi, the name will scan in our scan engines where Wi-Fi will scan. At the time, we will enter the password and we will try to connect with this. And at the time, it will assign a private IP for each and every device. So all the devices, it will assign private IP only. For the router itself, we will get from the ISP only one public IP address. So for example, so this is a laptop where I'm drawing here. I'm browsing the Google. So I wanted to send, for example, 192.168.0.10. This is allocated to my device. I will send it to the router. Now router will check to where it should go. So router has its own routing table where it collects IP, MAC, destination, and what data you need to send, what data you need to retrieve. So it will collect the IP address, it will collect the MAC address, and it will send the, it will take a destination address and it will take the data and it will send the data from using this public IP address. Till your device to router, you will use this private IP only. But when you will send out of your internal network, it will start using the router IP address, which is public IP address to the server to get the data. So from there, the data will occur in the same routing table and it will fall into the particular device. For example, if there is 10 devices using at a time, it will take each and every device IP MAC destination data and it will act like a middleman with outside the environment of your internal environment. This is how the IP address work. So where you can see your IP address in your laptop. So for example, when you press Windows R in keyboard, it will open a pop-up to run command prompt. So you can type CMD and click on OK. It will open a command prompt and you need to type IP config. So as of now, I am showing here there are different addresses. Okay. So I am having two addresses. For example, see here there is 192.168.1.27 is my uh, address for my laptop inbuilt Wi-Fi. I am using external network adapter. For that it is given 192.168.1.29. Rest all here it is showing it is Bluetooth network and some LAN adapter local area network. That means it is virtual box I'm using virtual box. Those are right now disconnected, so that's why it is showing media disconnected. It is Ethernet adapter. When I use Ethernet cable to my laptop, it will take the IP from there and it will display here. Okay, and here there is one more thing you need to focus on this IP address IPv6. Okay, so now even though we will get IPv4, but along with that it will assign IPv6 also. So now we will discuss what is IPv4 and IPv6. So the difference is both are IP addresses only. What is IPv4? V4 means version 4. And what is IPv6? V6 is version 6. So basically, why there are two types of IP address is it is have limited IPs. So the people are increasing, the devices are increasing, the IP address are limited. But when it comes to IPv6, it is unlimited as compared to IPv4. It is 32-bit address. It is 128-bit address. It is having only numeric values. And it is having both numeric and alphabets from A to F. Okay. So how you can identify a IPv4 by using 32-bit? For example, 192.168.1.1. So here it will take 8 bits. Here also it will take 8 bits. Here also it will take 8 bits. Here also it will take 8 bits. So like this, the calculation will be happen. For example, IPv6 is a combination of both numeric and alpha bit. So it will separate through colon, it will separate through dot. So here one more point, it will separate through dot, it will separate through colon. Okay. And the IP address would be say 201 dot 617b dot 1126 dot 112b. Like this, we can display, or we can assign the IPv6. So this is the class about all the IP address related. Okay. So if any interviewer asks what is IPv4 and IPv6, now we will start taking a session on interview questions for this. So question may arise, what is an IP address? Next, difference between IPv4 and IPv6, and what is private IP and public IP address. And final question would be, who is ISP? And one more question, what is the flow of internet data transfer? So like this, the questions may frame in interviews. All the given data is provided the answers through for this questions, and you need to study on this. Okay. I hope you all are understand this concept. So if you have any doubts, you can keep a comment in the next class. I am going to discuss. So thanks for joining once again. Signing off, Black Hat Commando.